Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about the Codacy, what Codacy is and how it will be helpful and in our regular development, and what kind of languages supported by the Codacy, and what is the use case of Codacy and what are the drawbacks. So this is the official website of Codacy, where you can see that automate your code quality automatically identifies the issues through the static code review analysis and get notified on the security issues, code coverage, code duplication, code complexity in every commit pull request directly from your current workflow. So as the contents specifies that it automatically identifies the issues in your code, as well as and it reviews whenever the particular person in a team commit his code or create a pull request. It automatically fetches all the details and identifies what kind of issues has been present in this. So it reduces the peer-to-peer review, so as it does not reduce the functional wise review, but it reduces the code wise review. So even if there are any kind of code quality issues, or else any code styling issues, or else any security related loopholes or issues, it automatically identifies in that particular commit or else pull request. So let's move on. What are the features provided by Codacy and what kind of languages supported by the Codacy? As you can see here that more than 30 supported languages. So you can see that here it shows as in Java, Apex, Python, and CSS, MATLAB. There are much more: JavaScript, Velocity, SAS, PHP, and many more. So let's move on what the Codacy provides, and how the Codacy, we need to integrate the Codacy into our tool, and what are the use cases and how it will be helpful. All these details will be shown here. So as you keep move on, here you can see that speed up your productivity. It automatically identifies the issues early in the process and prevent your productivity from being affected. Keep your technical debt under control and focus the development time on what matters. See, basically when you go for the when you follow the CI/CD process, basically what we do means, like once we commit our code into the particular repository, the Jenkins job fetches that code into the repository, and it identifies it compiles. When we trigger that particular Jenkins job, it compiles that code, and then it triggers the sonar issues as well as the code coverage, whatever the code coverage has been set in that, whether that code coverage has been met or not, and even the static scans, whatever we specified in that, all these things will be checked, and it generates particular report for that. Even in case there is any kind of security related issue, or else any kind of code coverage has not been happened, or even if there is any sonar issues, so if we specify certain limit, then that build going to get failed. So in order to reduce all these things and the build time, we can make use of this Codacy. So let's see how this will be helpful and how we can make sure that all these things has been checked even before we commit even before the code has been moved into the particular repository or given to the build, or else even before it goes to the CI/CD process. So let's see what are the features provided by the Jenkins, like Codacy. So once we click on this see features, right? So here you see that what kind of features has been provided by Codacy. So here it shows as an high security standards. So it identifies what are the vulnerabilities related to the security, and prevents, and it also provides the security measures what need to be followed in the code. So here it has been listed few of the things which will be scanned in our code while we commit. So it checks for the command injection, SQL injection, HTTP found, and input validations, insecure modules, rejects, routes. So the next thing what the Codacy provides is the coding standards. As you see that code standardization. So make sure your code quality is standardized across the teams and project by applying the code patterns and getting notified on the issues. As you see, the few of the coding styles has been specified here, like PMD Java, JSLint, ESLint, Python lint, PyLint, check style, CSS lint. You can enable or disable what kind of coding standards need to be used in your particular code, and we can enable them, and we can check whether those coding standards has been followed by the particular commit or else particular project. So let's move on and check. This is the dashboard where you can identify like what kind of, how many issues has been present in the particular code, and what are the issues, and what are the complex files, is there any code duplication in it, and what is the code coverage happened in the particular project. So you can see that it shows as there are total 126 issues in this is a basic demo here has been shown. So it shows that the categories, what are the errors in it, like error prone, security, unused code style, and compatibility and performance. So even this will be helpful for you in integrating this Codacy with your workflows like Jira. So even during if there is any kind of tech debate in the code, you can integrate this with Jira so that everyone might be knowing it, what kind of issue has been present, so or else what kind of issue has been preventing us from development. So here you can see that integrate in your workflow and get notified where it matters to you. Speed up the process by receiving the notifications as the pull request comments on Slack. So let's log in and check how this Codacy will be helpful for us. Codacy provides, basically we can log in with two types, either log in with Gitbucket or else Bitbucket. So it also provides login with Google, but basically you need to manually upload your project there. But when you come to Gitbucket or Bitbucket, as those repositories already contains your projects, whatever you have been worked on previously. So I have been logging in with Gitbucket. As I have already logged in, so it shows you the three kind of projects. Like I have uploaded the Spring Boot Hibernate example and the Spring Boot examples project. So here you can see that it shows, is there any, if we commit anything newly, then it shows as is there any new issues in it. You can see that two types, either it's new or fixed. So whenever you commit particular code, it shows if there is any new errors in that, it shows new issues. If we fix any certain issues which has been present previously, then it shows those fixed issues as well. So as this is the one which we add our project to the Codacy, so even before that, what will be shown once you log in into the Codacy. So here you can see that there are 3 projects in my Gitbucket which has been added into this Codacy. Once you log in into your through this Gitbucket into your Codacy, it shows all projects whatever has been present in your Gitbucket. You need to manually click on particular, here it shows as an add button, right? You need to click on that add button. Once you click the add button, then you will be navigated into this page which has been shown previously like this. So once those projects has been added, it might take some time, like around 2 to 3 minutes. So once that project gets added into this Codacy, you can click on this project and you can identify what kind of issues has been present in the particular project. So here the dashboard shows that the quality evaluation. So you can see that there are around 11% of issues in the code, and there are no complex files. The code duplication is 6%, and there is no code coverage as well. Even you can do your code coverage by clicking on the code coverage. You can set the code coverage, like you can you can use the Jekako or else any other code coverage. Like you can set the code coverage so that if that code coverage standards has been not met, then it will be shown that the code coverage has been failed. So here once you see that there are different kinds of on my left side, you can see the dashboard, commits, files, issues, pull requests, security, and code patterns. So let's move one by one. Even before moving that, let's go down to see what things has been present in the dashboard. As you see that there are total 799 issues. So once you go down, it shows that there are total 799 issues, and it also specifies which issue this is related to. So basically it shows that there are 7 categories like security, error prone, code style, compatibility, unused code, and performance. As you see that there are 765 issues related to the code standard, and the error prone are 27, and the security are 7. So even you can see that on my right side, make sure your code is tested. So here you can set, once you click here, you can set the code coverage. What kind of code coverage you want to specify? You can specify here your Bitbucket URL, and you can select the language what you are testing for. So once you do that, you can see what code coverage has been present in that, and you can see the pull request on my right side. What is a pull request status? As there are no pull requests, it shows as an empty. So here it shows the logs as well. Whatever the logs you specify, you can see the logs as well. And here it shows me what are the hotspots, like is there any security related issues that need to be fixed immediately. So here it highlights those vulnerabilities which are highly impacting the code. So we can specify, it will be specified those there. So moving on to the next thing, even here it shows as a badge, right? So once you click on the badge, it shows you the what kind of code quality your particular project has been there. So it shows as a B, means it's bit low when compared to A. So all the coding standards need to be, all the code quality need to be A most probably. So if there is any B, it shows that there are some kind of vulnerabilities which need to be fixed. So let's move on to the commits. So once the particular person commits the code, then you can click on that particular commit and check for what kind of issues has been present in the particular commit. As you click on this, you can see that here it shows the window, like is there any new issues, any fixed ones, any duplication, or any differences. All these things will be updated here, and you can see the logs as well. So moving on to the files. So here the files are related to your code. So once you click on these files, right, it will show you highly impacted and high issues files on the first. So here you can see the grades, what type of grade has been given to the particular file, means based upon the vulnerabilities in the particular file, it will be shown the grade. So all the files which contains the A level, or else those are in the green color, those are at least should be minimum green. All the things which has been in yellow, red need to be fixed as early as possible. So once we click on the issues, you can see, as I shown in the dashboard, there are different kinds of issues like error prone, code styles, security. Here you can see different kinds of languages, what type of language you want to select. Here it shows the code contains the Java, JavaScript, JSP and Markdown. So you can select the particular language, and you can select for what kind of issues has been present in that language. So you can select the categories, as it shows there are 3 type of issues: the code style, error prone and security. Those are shown here. So the next level is like levels, whether it's related to the info, warning or error. So once you click on this, here it shows you all kind of patterns that will be checked in the code. So whether you want to follow all these patterns, or you can disable the particular patterns as well. We'll come on to the code patterns. During that time I'll say how to enable and disable the patterns. So here I'm going to select as the vulnerability as security. So once I click on security, it shows me all the security related issues. So it says that the regular expression is the issue with the regular expression. Why this issue is, you can see that it also shows why the issue has been happening. So what need to be fixed. So basically it also gives you the solution as well, where that particular issue is coming from and how we need to fix that. And once you click on the pull request, whenever the particular person creates a pull request, as there are no pull requests here, you have not been able to see any pull request. So once you create any pull request in your Git bucket or Bitbucket, it automatically comes that pull request here. So it reviews the code related and the code standards, as well as the security related issues and code coverage, or else the and etc. But the functional aspect of review will not be done. The only thing which will be helping the Codacy will help you is the code related perspective. In code, it will reduce most of the efforts of the user, whether that particular code has been following the standards or not. So you will be knowing that even before the review, you can directly see that whether this code has been following the standard. Then you can go for the functional perspective. So once you click on the security, you can see that what kind of security related things has been covered in the particular project. So what kind of securities will be scanned here. It will show all the security related things which will be scanned here. So you can see that the auth, once you click on auth, it shows as an authentication is present in almost all the web application nowadays. So everything is okay. Once you click on CSRF, that is cross-site scripting, then you click on that, it shows okay. So even if there is any issue in your particular project, it shows that issue in wrong mark, as it shows as in everything is correct. So you can see what kind of security related things will be covered as part of the Codacy: cryptography, DOS, file access, Firefox OS, input validation, insecure storage, insecure modules or libraries, others, rejects, routes, SQL injection, unexpected behavior, excesses. Once you click on other language specific security things also will be checked in this Codacy. You can see that this is the screen monitor. So after this, we will be going to the code patterns, where you can enable or disable the particular pattern for your code evaluation. So you can see that this supports different kinds of coding patterns. You can see that it shows as an CSS lint, check style, ES lint, JS lint, Jackson linter, and codes, node security, PMD legacy, remark lint, SQ lint, style lint, TS lint, and you can also enable the other things as well, like amoeba, bandit, barkman, blunder, codacy, coffee lint, credo, flaw finder, go lint, govat, HUD-lint, PHP mess detector, prospector, PyLint, Robocop, SCSS lint, Scala style, Sonar, Shift lint, TS lint, PPP, CPP check, and shell check Tailor. So based on, once you click on the particular style, it will show you what things will be covered as part of that, so that you can whether enable or disable particular things in your code. So once you enable, it checks for all those patterns in your code. If that does not follow, then it will be shown as an issue in your code standards. So basically the Codacy will be helping the user even before going to the build or CI/CD process. It will make sure that your build is your code is perfect, and it follows all kind of standards like related to security or else the coding standards. So this will make sure that the build is smooth and smoothly happens in the other type of environments. This is not only related to Java, this also helps you in other kind of languages as well. So this is what I want to explain about the Codacy, and I will be coming up with a new technology for in my upcoming videos. So please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Thank you all.